To start a check-in, you want to go to the front desk menu, click on it once. You can see that it becomes highlighted, and then you want to go to your arrival list. For that, you click on arrivals. To find your guest booking, you will need to type in some information. So in our case, we will type Smith, his last name. You just need to put the 3 first letters is enough in most cases. And click search. If it was not enough, you could have some more criteria. For example, initial of the first name, the confirmation number, or the telephone number or email address in that field. To open the reservation, you just need to select it, double click on it, or alternatively click on edit. Now that the guest booking is open, you want to assign a room to this reservation. To do so, click on the room drop-down menu. Based on your guest booking selection, dates, and room type, the system will now display all the rooms available at the moment. Please note that the room displayed will only be the vacant one, meaning that the previous guest is gone, and they are inspected. They've been cleaned by housekeeping and checked by the housekeeping supervisor. If your guest has specific preferences, you could add them in that section. Imagine that your guest wanted a quiet room, or maybe a room away from the lift. To add it, you need to click on the drop-down menu, and then you need to find your code, which is displayed in that list. Here we are, away from the lift. And here you can see there is a box in front, so if you click on it once, it will add a little cross, and then you press OK. Now, to refresh your screen, you must press search. And here you will see that straight away the system reduces the selection of room available. The system will only show rooms which are matching all the code you have selected here, so ensure that you don't select too many, if not you will not have any result. To select a room, you just need to click on the line and click on OK. That will select your room number. Now as you can see, your room has been updated. It is important to save. If you fail to save, the system will not print the room number on the registration card, and you will have to write it manually. The registration card is a contract between the guest and the hotel. It states that the guest is renting a bedroom and will pay for whatever he uses during his stay. It is important that the guest sign it and complete it properly during the check-in process. To print it, you need to click on Options, just here, and then you want to find the box called Registration Card, just here. And finally, once you've got the correct paper in the printer, you want to click on Print. Once the registration card is printed, you will need to explain to the guest what he's signing for. So we will repeat his date of stay, we will highlight the room number and the rate per night without mentioning them out loud because they are confidential information. You would then ask him to complete his address, confirm his contact details, telephone and email address, and if he's a non-UK citizen, he will also need to complete his passport details. Once done, get him to sign the form. While the guest is filling up the form, you will ask him for his credit card to authorize the cost of his stay, plus an extra £50 per night to cover any extra he could get. Now if you want to check the amount, if you click on this ellipsis button, just here, the system will calculate an estimation. So as you can see, it's number of 9 times daily rate plus amount, which is a total amount of £1,020. If the guest didn't want it, you could always change the rule, authorization rule here, to number 1, which is the cost of the stay only. As you can see, the system decreases the authorization we will block. Now, let's imagine in that occasion that the guest wants the extras. So press OK, click on OK. Now, in case the credit card number was different, you will update it at that stage. You are now ready to check in the guest. To do so, you just need to press OK. The system will pop a window telling you would you like to check in the guest, say yes. Your guest is not anymore on the arrival list because he has been checked in. If you want to find him, you need to close that panel, and then you want to go to the next option called in-house guest. Click on it once, and then you need to type in the details of your guest. So in our case, let's say Smith, again, and click search. As you can see, the booking appear. We are now checked in, as you can see, in the room 407 that we selected previously. To open the reservation, double click on it. Before returning the guest credit card and announce the key, we will have to authorize the credit card on a chip and pin device. Now the chip and pin device will issue a docket, a ticket, and on the ticket we will have the authorization code. We will need to insert it in that section where it says approval code and approval amount. That will allow us to charge the credit card upon departure, using the money we blocked at check-in time. To insert the code, you need to go to Option, and you want to go to Credit Card, then you want to go to the Authorization section, then you want to click on the Manual button, and you want to go to the next tab where it's approval code, and here, based on the transaction code issued by the chip and pin device that will change, you type in the code displayed on the little top ticket. So in my case, I will type in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I click on OK. And I close that panel, and here you can see that everything has been displayed in that section. You should now verify that the guest credit card is signed and that the signature on the back of it matches the one which is on your registration card. If that is not the case, you may want to ask for a picture ID in order to confirm that the credit card belongs to the guest. It is now time to return the guest his credit card and hand out his room keys. Also explain him how to access the room without mentioning the room number for privacy. Your guest has now been checked in, and we are done with the task. To close your window, you just need to press OK, and close your in-house guest panel.
So once you're in the Opera screen, after you've logged in, you're going to go to Reservations and click New Reservation. That's going to bring up this rate query page, which is where you will put in your arrival and departure dates. So let's just say it would be for tonight, how many adults, children, and the number of rooms. After you're finished with that, you can actually search for them if they've already stayed with you or if they have a profile within your system, along with rate classes or codes that are specific to what they're wanting to stay part of. Say they have AAA or AARP and they're looking to stay part of that rate code. That is where you would place that rate code. For learning purposes, I'm just going to leave all this blank and click OK. What will pop up now is all the rates that you're selling, and the codes that you can see are over here along with your description down beneath. Say they want to know what packages you're running, what specials, that's where you can search for is this main rate screen. Most individuals will be calling for your best rate of the day, and that's where you just click this box for best available, and that will cut out everything other than your going rate. You'll also have your room types here at the top. So whatever room type they're looking to book, you can just click that, and you can see if it's available or not. Available is in green, not available will be 0 and in red. Once you have that selected, you click OK, and that's going to bring up the reservation screen. Now this is where you'll go through and put in all your details for their reservation, their first name, their last name, confirming the arrival and departure. You can also change that if anything changes while you're already in here. Number of adults, children, the number of rooms, the room type. You can even pre-assign their room. Say they've stayed before and they prefer a room number or a room type, a specific location. You can do that. And then you can place in their email, their phone, their member number here. Say if they're a loyal member or part of your rewards program, that's where that would go. And then here is the payment section, and this is where you would actually put all their payment information to guarantee the reservation. You also have a comments box over here. Now it's not letting me go because there are specific fields that you will need to fill out before moving on to add comments or even save the reservation. I'll just leave this as cache so I can continue talking about this screen. You can click the comments box and just put in whatever comments you may feel necessary for the front desk or a certain department to read. And I will get into comments, traces, alerts, all the other deeper aspects of a reservation in a future intro video. But for now, that would be basically all you'd have to fill out for this screen. And then you would click save, and it will populate the reservation and confirm it. And it will then pop up a confirmation code, which you can give to the guest over the phone, or simply go through the options menu, to which, again, it's not allowing me to go because I have to put in the name first, because once you try to get into options, it's going to confirm the reservation. But that's where you go in to send a confirmation email, which also will be covered later. This video is just a quick intro to how to make a reservation, as it is rather simple. And then once that's actually in the system, you can go into the hotel and actually try to find the reservation, which as well will be in a future video.